Hello there. Welcome back to another episode of the Swindon Lot. Having a cereal bowl on my desk makes a lovely rattle. It's like on the symbol, ching. Yeah, almost not. I don't know why I've started the video this way. So we're playing Manchester City today. We have had some very interesting matches in the Champions League. We've got another one hopefully lined up for you right now. We're at home first as well, which is interesting. So as you can see, if you're not familiar with our campaign so far, we're Dynamo from Croatia, Bayern, Juventus, Dynamo from Croatia, Bayern in the group stage. We romped it. We finished top of the group. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We didn't even lose a single game. Our first defeat, though, came away at Dortmund as they beat us 2-1 in the first leg. But a home win, a very convincing, very successful home win with goals from Gabriel Silva, as you might recall. Casca getting another one meant that we went through and onto the quarter-finals of the Champions League against English homegrown talent Manchester City. Where have they come from? What a shock that they're still in this competition. So yeah, it should be a good game, I think. So let's have a look at the team for the day, and hopefully these are the men that will do the job for us. Now, a few things of note to talk about. Gabriel Silva plays for Manchester City, so he is ineligible for the game, which means Aaron Cresswell, who's not been playing a great deal for us this season, has had to come in and deputise for him. Manamana, Abrakov and Contreras are a familiar backline with Kastanik in goal, obviously. Wellington as the anchor man. Dalio and Fekir playing in the centre with Mario Götze just ahead of them in the advanced playmaker role. Casca up front with Daniel Sturridge. If you remember last episode, we remember that Pixie picked up an injury during that game. Hopefully I've just clicked his name, I have now, which has seen him ruled out for a few days. He should be back for the second leg, but he is ruled out for this one. 20 years old, by the way. Look at the stats on him. My good grief, he could be an absolute treat in the future. So we're looking to Casca to really force the issue. What I might do for this game actually is change Casca and Daniel Sturridge around. Daniel Sturridge a little bit more well-rounded in terms of, he's a bit more experienced. He could play up there on his own a lot of the time. So I'll play him there as the complete forward. We'll put Casca on the last man, causing absolute havoc. Bit more youth, bit more pace, not experience, bit more pace. So yeah, I think we'll go into the game looking to control it early on. If we can't do that, we'll switch it up, either going counter or attacking. But let's get into it, boys. We're here waiting for it. Nothing has happened since the last game. This is the next game. I'm going to bring you this leg, and the next video will be the second leg. So if you want to see that, smash that like button, enjoy the video. Enjoy the video. God damn it. Right, submit the team, Benny boy. We've got a game here. I'm not too familiar with Manchester City's team. I know I play them like twice a year and that. But I'm not that familiar with it. Lucas Romero, Sergio Samper, Griezmann, Beraldi, who's a very good player on this. Aguero is still there. He must be getting on a little bit at this point. Sergio, how old Sergio now? 32? He's not too bad still. Not really got the same pace as he used to. Florizi on the other side. Zabaleta, another familiar face. Mangala playing left back with Joe Hart in goal. Very interesting bench. Quite well strength actually. Harry Wilson and Ray Shan both there. Harry Wilson obviously ex-Swindon. I miss him, really. I miss him. So let's get into it. Passionately telling the boys that, last time you played, go out there and express yourselves. That's done quite well. I don't want to ruin it. I know what I'm like. I don't trust myself. So let's see how we get on. Lucas Romero obviously sitting there. They're both going to have to be dealing with Mario Götze. Hopefully it means that we're not stifled too much. That is like the worst player to possibly get injured. He's got the most assists for us this season. We can do without that sort of nonsense. Hopefully he can stay out there. I think Akapo is on the bench, so if needs be, we can switch it up. But you don't want to be losing Contreras at any moment. As much as City come forward. And Sergio Aguero, it doesn't matter how old he is, he's still Sergio Aguero. Do you know what? We're going to attack this game. I don't want to hold back. They've already got an away goal, which means we're going to have to go there and score. I don't want to sit back and be all reserved. As you can see, Mangala on the left with an illegal throw-in, which will allow it, I guess. Griezmann, lovely spin turn, and Aguero scores it. Shucks. So not long into the game, they're already 1-0 up, but we have ourselves a corner. The first effort not particularly good, but we will get a second bite at it. Götze now plays it to Fekir. Can he get a strike on goal? Hits the crossbar. Oh, I've got my head on my hands. My head on my hand. My hands on my head. And Casca's got injured. It's all falling down around us. Ongenda, can he be a hero? We've got to bring him on at this point. Casca's injured. Hopefully that's not a long-term thing. Hopefully that's just like, I don't know, like a concussion or something. But oh my word. Götze, ball in. Ongenda's there, cleared by Sergio Samper. And if Manchester City get the chance to run at us, I'm sure they will do. Mangala's played it down the wing, but Contreras tidies up, as you'd expect. And we can recycle possession around the back. It's disappointing that we're 1-0 down quite early on as well. If it happens later in the game, you feel like you're still in it. But now I feel like we're having to chase it a little bit, obviously knowing that second leg is going to be an almighty task at the City of Manchester Stadium. Wellington, though, we've got a lot of width in this team. As you can see, Cresswell's pushed up an awful lot. Gertz, though, can he produce something? On Gender, come on, my boy. Yes, my boy. I tell you what, he's a big game player, is Herv. He loves it. Casca's been fantastic for us all season, but when the time comes, you need a man to step up, and that man so often is Haveen and Gender. Oh, my boy, my baby. It's a great strike. Joe Hart should do better, but I do not care. The crowd behind the goal going absolutely wild. It's nice to see that end full compared to the other end, which still really irks me. We get a new stadium in 2 years, so hopefully at that point we start to fill it. Right, half time. Contreras. Now, I don't want to lose him for the second leg, so I'm inclined to take him off. I might give it till 60, and then he's definitely coming off. I just think that he's still a threat going forward. It sounds daft, but as I said earlier, he's got 8 assists to his name, maybe more at this point actually, and he's a threat, and I want to keep him there. Cresswell. That's going to be a throw in, and we've got back into the game a little bit more. We've gone attacking. We've started to sort of put the pressure on them a little bit. Sturridge just picked up a knock as well. We could do without that, I must say. Samper. Now, obviously, Manchester City, if they score 2, we are in real bother. But I don't want to not be attacking. I don't want to not go for it. I feel like that would be as much as a risk as sitting back. They can't miss that, surely. Oh my good grit! If we go through now, that is the moment, isn't it? Right, we talk about the substitution. It's time to make it happen. Akapo, not had that much game time, but need to bring him on. I'm also going to bring Cesc Fabregas on, just for that bit of experience in the middle. His mentals are still fantastic, and in these late stages with half an hour to go, I think he might be worth it. I've not played him a lot this year, but again, big game players like big games, and he's one of those. We're still going to attack down this right-hand side, even without Contreras. Gertz is back into the middle. Back to Fekir. Sturridge! Danny Sturridge has deflected its way in the goal, but he's got himself a goal. Oh, my word. Yes, let's go. 2-1. So far, it's looking pretty good. Because whatever happens now, you suspect we're going to be in the game going into the second leg. You don't want it to be a wipe, like a washout in this first half. Or this first leg, well, it's the first half of the tie, isn't it? The first leg. Daniel Sturridge from close range pokes it in. Joe Hart stranded. Now, can we see it out? What do we do now? This is a very awkward position. Last time, if you remember, against Leicester in the previous episode, we made changes and it came out to bite us. In this game, the same thing might apply. I don't want to change anything at this point. I still feel like we're a threat going forward, and if City start to push on a little bit more, looking for a second, then we might be okay. But obviously, from their perspective, do they want to push on? Are they quite happy to hold a 1-0 disadvantage going into the second leg with their away goal? But if they need to get, I'm talking a lot here, but if they only get one away goal, it means we only have to score 1 to be level with them. And obviously a third for us would be great. Akapo manages to get there first. And can we find a killer pass on Gender? Come on, my boy, do something special. Oh, he's taken on 2. Oh, my word, it all opened up for him. I thought he was going to do it. It seemed to panic at the last moments. 5 minutes of added time, a long time added on. Is there going to be some late drama in this one? It's been a fantastic game of football, I must say. And I'll tell you what, it's not over yet. The ball, I thought it was going to go all the way through there. There's just over a minute remaining, which means a highlight is likely to come from either team. It's knocked forward and City have control of it, which is a worrying thought. Clement's in. He's hit the post. Back out to Aguero, who's missing up. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a tackle from Manamana. Holy mother, we've defended 2 situations incredibly well. Holy, I don't want to say an awful word like crap. Oh, I've done it. On Gender, surely not. Have a go, Bud. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. I don't know what I've called him. Bud, I think. I've just called on Gender Bud. What's going on here? 15 seconds remaining. We've got to hold on now, boys. Abrakov gets in there, clears it. On Gender, just do some tidying up work. That'll do perfectly. And Daniel Sturridge, I'll tell you what, there's 5 seconds to go. Surely not another goal. That looks like it's going to be game. They've come into it in the second half there. They've had a lot of chances, but we've held strong. Surely not a final chance. Fabregas. Wellington, that's got to be it, hasn't it? No way. Sturridge. Oh, Mangala. Tell you what, we've made some great challenges, and that was another one. 2-1 to the Swindon lot. We've beaten Manchester City in the first leg. Fantastic result. I'm over the moon. Good win, boys. Well done. As we go into the second one. So if you've enjoyed this episode, the first leg, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time for the second leg of the Manchester City quarter-final Champions League. My word. Will I ever get over this match? Yes, there's another one coming soon. From me, Dr. Benji, with love, with care. Goodbye.